In the past, women have struggled to become rich. The number of female billionaires has been bound throughout history by everything from laws prohibiting women from holding property to male gender roles. The few who did build substantial fortunes typically inherited them from male family members. It's undeniable that some women have been making significant fortunes around the world as of today, yet there are no women among the top 10 richest people in the world. The proportion of female billionaires is growing. Even though they may have received their wealth from their fathers or husbands at first, we've decided to focus only on those women who went beyond simple inherited wealth and actively participated in business or politics to break the glass ceiling and reach the top. In today's video, we'll talk about the 5 richest women of all time. But before we dive in, welcome to Facts Insight. For more videos such as this one, please visit this channel for insights based solely on facts. Make sure to subscribe and give a like. Jacqueline Mars, an American investor and heiress named Jacqueline Mars. She is the granddaughter of Frank C. Mars, one of the founders of the American candy company Mars Incorporated, and the daughter of Audrey Ruth and Forrest Mars. Jacqueline Mars is the 5th richest woman in the world with a net worth of $34.8 billion. The largest candy manufacturer in the world, Mars, which was founded by her grandfather, is owned by her to an estimated 1/3. She spent nearly 20 years working for the business and she was a board member till 2016. Her family's holdings in Mars Inc. and other assets were valued at $23.5 billion by Forbes magazine in January 2019, making her the 18th richest American and number 34 on its list of the world's billionaires. With an estimated $28.1 billion net worth, Forbes ranked her as Virginia's richest resident in June 2019. The U.S. equestrian team's trustee is Mars. She is also the owner of a working organic farm that the Land Trust of Virginia has permanently preserved. That's not all. She also serves on the boards of the National Sporting Library and Fine Arts Museum and the Washington National Opera. The League of Conservation Voters regularly receives donations from Mars. She was also given the Foundation for the National Archives' first ever Heritage Award, which is given to a person whose work has encouraged a greater national understanding of American history and heritage. Her achievements are quite amazing and widely known by all. She didn't only obtain wealth from family inheritance, but she also worked towards being independent in her career life. Mackenzie Scott. Mackenzie Scott is also one of the most wealthiest females. She is a philanthropist, novelist, and the magazine Forbes named her one of the most powerful women in the world in 2021. She is a former wife of American billionaire and founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. According to reports, Mackenzie was given a 4% stake in Amazon after the couple's separation, which at the time was valued at $35 billion. She's also one of Time's 100 most influential people of 2020 and the 2005 debut author of The Testing of Luther Albright, winner of the American Book Award. Traps, her second book, was released in 2013. Since she established the anti-bullying organization Bystander Revolution in 2014, she served as its executive director. As an endorser to the Giving Pledge, Scott pledged to donate at least half of her wealth to charity, and in 2020, she gave $5.8 billion to working charities, one of the largest annual donations made by a private individual. Additionally, Scott stated that she intended to implement an open call process that would enable non-profit organizations looking to receive donations from her to submit information for review. Up until this point, Scott and her group approached organizations they were interested in covertly and offered donations after learning the organization's information. Scott claims on the website that she and her team assess an organization's potential for sustained positive impact by looking at its finances, history, way of measuring results, and whether or not it has experienced leadership representative of the community served. Julia Koch. Julia Margaret Flesher Koch is an American socialite and philanthropist who inherited her wealth from her husband. She is a newcomer to the list this year with a net worth of $62.5 billion. Julia Koch entered the list of billionaires at position 3 after her husband David, who passed away in August 2019 at the age of 79, left her and their 3 children a 42% ownership stake in Koch Industries. The second largest privately held company in the U.S. after Cargill is Koch Industries, Inc., an American multinational conglomerate corporation with headquarters in Wichita, Kansas. Koch subsidiaries are engaged in the exploration, production, and wholesale marketing of fuel oil, base oils, chemical intermediates, petrochemicals, gasoline, asphalt, and other products in addition to the supply and refining of crude oil. David H. Koch Foundation is led by Koch, who also serves as its president. She previously served on the School of American Ballet's Board of Directors. The Lincoln Center, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History were among the organizations to which her husband donated during his lifetime. Julia Koch's public giving, however, appears to have significantly decreased since David's passing in 2019, giving less than $4 million between 2018 and 2021, the last year for which records are available. The David H. Koch Foundation, which was established by the industrial tycoon, appears to have dismissed almost every one of its employees and hasn't received any new funding since Koch's passing. Experts believe that the foundation's slowly depleting funds may be a sign of a planned wind-down. However, it builds curiosity among people and questions arise, such as what will they do with the money? Where will they spend it? Or will they pass it down to the heirs? But we only get to know when they disclose it themselves. Alice Walton. According to a quote from Alice Louise Walton, one of the great responsibilities that I have is to manage my assets wisely so that they create value. She is the daughter of Sam Walton, who founded Walmart, one of the greatest and most prosperous American retail chains in the world. Her estimated net worth as the Walmart fortune's heiress is $65.3 billion as of December 2022, an increase of about $3.5 billion from the previous year. Forbes claims that the increase was brought on by rising Walmart stock value. She's renowned for being a generous philanthropist and for founding the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Benton County. Alice Louise was born on October 7, 1949, in Newport, Jackson County. The youngest of 4 children and the only daughter of Sam and Helen Walton. Art became a lifelong passion for Walton after her mother taught her to paint and to appreciate it. She studied and started collecting fine art as her growing wealth from Walmart stock allowed. Years later, her love of art resurfaced and she made the decision to set up an art museum in the small town of Bentonville. The announcement was initially met with skepticism and mockery by those who believed Arkansas wasn't the proper location for this kind of museum. She nevertheless persisted in building the museum, which was funded by Walton and the Walton Family Foundation. The museum reached success and gained recognition all over the world. The first year's attendance exceeded expectations by 3 times. The public is given free entry, thanks to a $20 million endowment from the Walmart Foundation. She stated in a magazine on why she chose that site for her museum. She imagined how growing up this would have made a difference and how these areas deprive art. In order to devote more time to museum-related activities, Walton retired from ranching in 2015 and listed her Texas ranches for sale before relocating to Fort Worth. She has received numerous honors, including being inducted into the Arkansas Women's Hall of Fame. Françoise Bettencourt Meyers. With an estimated net worth of $74.8 billion, Françoise Bettencourt Meyers is the richest woman in the world for the second consecutive time. She is an heiress and businesswoman from France. Following the passing of her mother, Liliane Bettencourt, who was also the world's richest woman, Meyers first appeared on the world's billionaires list in 2018. She is Eugene Schueller's granddaughter, who founded L'Oréal, the biggest manufacturer of cosmetics in the world with its headquarters in France. L'Oréal, which continues to be the largest cosmetics manufacturer in the world, is 33% owned by her and her family. Along with high-end beauty brands like Urban Decay, Lancôme, and Kiel, the company also owns popular drugstore brands like Maybelline, Essie, Garnier, and, of course, L'Oréal. The beauty divisions of high-end fashion houses like Yves Saint Laurent and Valentino are also licensed by L'Oréal. She's also a pianist, a writer, and a philanthropist. Her grandfather, Eugene Schueller, left her his wealth. With the help of her investments through the family holding company, Tethys Invest, after the passing of her mother in September 2017, she tripled her wealth. Bettencourt Meyers has prioritized her writing career and role as a director on the board of L'Oréal, unlike the typical billionaire heiress. Meyers, a Catholic by birth and upbringing, has used her faith to delve into the world of literature. She has written and published a number of biblical commentaries that look into words and expressions in the Bible, as well as the family trees and tribes that are mentioned on a variety of subjects, including Jewish-Christian relations and Greek mythology. She also dedicated her wealth in philanthropic acts, such as when the Notre Dame Cathedral caught fire in April 2019. Bettencourt Meyers was one of the French billionaires who made monetary donations. She promised to donate $226 million towards the church's restoration in Paris. When asked who the richest man in the world is, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk come to mind first for everyone. The wealthiest women in the world, however, are less well known despite their significant contributions to society and accomplishments. Now, we've provided you the list of 5 richest women of all time, in case you didn't know. Let us know in the comment section if you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates.